So apparently I had a little bit of a groundhog day earlier today. The earlier video I did was obviously very similar to a lot of the stuff we've talked about. I mean, we've talked about so many things when it comes to ADA and Cardano over the last 2 years, over probably 1,300 videos. Sometimes things tend to come back up again. But I want to talk about something that we have not discussed at all yet. And that is the likelihood of this crazy crypto summer that is ahead of us. That's what I'm coining it as. So I said before that May was going to be a very good month, and it was, right? When we look at these historical gains for BTC, you guys can see that we have gained almost 14%. Obviously, the month isn't over yet. We have a chance to mess this up still. Hopefully we don't. But I've said that historically in the year of the halving, we always have a good May, right? May of 2020 was good. May of 2016 was good. Even if we rewind all the way back here to May of 2012, even that was a good month as well. And what typically tends to follow these is a good June. You guys can see June of 2012 was good. Going back to the charts here, or to the table, you guys can see June of 2016 was good. June of 2020 was kind of the only weird one because we did have a little bit weaker of a May, the year of what's called of COVID. There you go. God, the year of COVID. So it's kind of an odd year, but for the most part, you actually tend to have a very good June following up this good May. And seeing as May is kind of closing with some momentum and the possibility of big white swan events taking place, this is going to get a little wild. All right. So I want to break this down for everyone. We have now this point where, inflation reports are coming back a little better. Okay. So the Fed is likely to pivot at some point here. They're likely to start dropping interest rates. I still said the fall. Wouldn't surprise me if that was the case, but they might give everybody a little bit of a tease at some point this summer here. Specifically, June might be good because we've now had this approval of the Ethereum spot ETFs at the end of May. There's going to likely be some sort of hangover from that and building as we begin June. I was talking with one of the frequent viewers here on the channel. I think Most Winner, appreciate you as always in the discussions that we have. What he was talking about was actually this big engulfing candle in terms of Ethereum. You guys can see the monthly candle is about to close on a very, very large note. And this is a bullish momentum indicator. BTC doesn't quite have this bullish engulfing candle yet, but it's getting pretty darn close. If we get up to about that 71.3 level, we have a high chance of showing this as well. In terms of ADA's actually had a good month as well. A nice solid green month, obviously, after this absolutely disgusting April that we had. We obviously dealt with a lot of negative stuff in April. You guys can see that throughout most of the charts in crypto. But now you have this potential of many pro-crypto bills passing in Congress that we've talked about. We talked about the revocation of SAB 121, which is likely to get a rejection. At least that's what the Biden administration said would happen, which means that institutions can't custody crypto for customers. But again, they're going to have to evaluate this because these bills that have followed, for example, FIT 21, which is going to heavily remove the power that the SEC has in the industry and help implement the CFTC, likely bringing some positive outcomes to these cryptos that have been alleged as securities, such as ADA and many others. They're going to have to rethink this. Okay. Now, there is another big possible implication coming from the approval of these bills. All right. I almost lost my train of thought, guys. So the other huge outcome that can come from this is a swift drop of this Ripple v. SEC case. Now, why I say a swift drop, right, is that the SEC has been fighting to basically prove that XRP is an unregistered security and that many of these other assets by process, right, or similarity are also unregistered securities. But if you now have the CFTC come in and basically they're the ones in charge now, and they basically said that no, these other assets are not, in fact, unregistered securities, the SEC kind of loses all power in this case altogether. And I would think that the subsequent action would be to drop this case in its entirety. If they can do, I don't really know what's going to happen, right? But if you start to piece all these things together, the positive momentum from this pro-crypto shift here in the US is what could have this crazy crypto summer turn into something spectacular, the likes of which we've never seen, where you have huge coverage from news outlets, where you have early signs of retail flowing in, basically starting to run into mass adoption, and things start to get really wild really quickly. I started to lose my train of thought here because it's hard to really fathom this all taking place because we've never had it happen before. Definitely not at this level. But what that means for assets like ADA and many others is this insane price movement summer where you might see assets that are, tens of billions of dollars in market cap double. Now, this is not financial advice. This is not a guarantee. And obviously, we're still dealing with, some sort of economic uncertainty and stuff like that. But if these things compound the right way and you have the optics that you do, I'm just glad that I'm here now. So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. Let me know if you think we are in fact going to have this crazy crypto summer, but have a great day. Catch you in the next one. Take care.